Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so wristwatch check. Surprise, surprise. The Seiko 5. We're going to be talking about Seikos today, but not my Seiko. We're going to talk about a viewer's brand new Seiko that he just got hours ago, and I've got a video for you at the end. But let's talk about how he got to where he is. Kind of an interesting story. I guess it was October, and this is a viewer and a friend who lives here in Japan, who I've met before in real life. And I got a message from him, I guess it was October, and he had just purchased a Zenith Striking 10. And that's a chronograph, and well, link in the description to what that is. I don't want to give you a mistaken definition of what it is, but basically it's a chronograph, and it's accurate to, I want to say, a tenth of a second. And to see it run is really something, and link in the description of that. Of course, Zenith is a very special brand when it comes to chronographs, because Rolex used to use the Zenith movement. So it's definitely got some street cred. It's got the Rolex stamp of approval. And I gotta say, if you're not going Rolex chronograph or man on the moon, then a Zenith is a really cool option with kind of a neat history, and it's a bit under the radar. I think watch people probably wouldn't realize how heavy-hitting a brand that is, and that could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing if you're looking for props from non-watch people. It's probably not going to get it with the Zenith, but among the watch community, a Zenith chronograph is a very special thing. They've got an interesting tricolor sub-dial look that's really interesting, and it appeals to a lot of people. And I got a message from the viewer, and he had just bought this watch for himself for his birthday, which is in June. And what he wanted was to know if he could send me the watch for me to hold on to it until his birthday, because he didn't want to get it too early, because you know what happens, you get into it and you start wearing it and you enjoy it, and then come birthday time, you don't have that feeling like you're like you know, that special feeling of opening something on your birthday, because your birthday present you've had for months. And on top of that, he thought I could make some videos about it, and it was tough because I thought, wow, what do I do? I mean, this is a great chance to get my hands on a Zenith and look at it and make some videos about it. But I had reservations. I had two reservations, really. Number one was that it would come directly from the dealer to me, and if there was a problem, I would be sort of caught in the middle. And the chances of that are low, and I really thought it was unlikely, you know. But it was a concern. More of a concern was me having this watch, this expensive watch, for months on end, and having basically responsibility for it. And I couldn't wear it the way I wear my watches. Not like I abuse my watches, but I just couldn't be comfortable with it. And there's almost something overly personal about having somebody's wristwatch. Yeah, I can take a look at it and I can handle it a bit. Okay, so I just got interrupted with a phone call from my wife. My younger daughter is up from her nap, and we're ready to go to the play area. Is that fun? good. You got it. So I'm gonna finish this video first. But so as I was saying, I'm not altogether comfortable wearing people's watches. It's just because I don't think I would enjoy it, because I would be so afraid that something would happen to it, or I would hit it on a door jamb, or something would happen to it. And so that was really the main reason why I really didn't want to do it. I thought, months of having this watch, if something were to happen, I were to lose it or damage it in some way, I'd feel terrible, and of course I'd take responsibility for it, and so I just didn't really want to do it. And of course, like I said, if it came and there was a problem, that could create issues where I would be kind of stuck in the middle, and so I declined. And he got it. He had it sent to himself, and lo and behold, there was a mechanical problem with it. And it was a mechanical problem that I don't know if I would have discovered it. I might have used the chronograph a little bit, but basically the chronograph would stop, and link in the description to a video that he made for the shop to show them the issue with it. And I'm not sure that I would have used it enough to see that there was a problem. And very likely in June, if I had sent it to him, he would have realized there was a problem, and it would have been much too late to take care of. So it worked out, and kind of let this be a lesson for everybody. I think when it comes to getting a new watch, the transaction should really be between the buyer and the seller, and it's a pretty serious thing. It's a pretty serious business, especially when you're talking a $5,000 watch. So anyway, he sent it back, and they started working on the watch, and in short, it was too complicated for them. They couldn't do it. They couldn't put it back together. I don't know if they couldn't put it back together or they couldn't figure out the problem, but they couldn't handle it. And they seemed reluctant, according to him, to want to send it back to Zenith to have it worked on, but I think it's going to come to that. But I guess they were reluctant to send it back to Zenith because the cost of the service would have been such that I'm not sure, would have really made any money out of the transaction. What they'll probably do is they'll probably send it to Zenith, have it worked on, get it back, and then put on a higher price because they'll have the paperwork and the service from Zenith. So what they did was they refunded the viewer, and he got his money back, and he's not too vexed about it because he's planning on getting one in the future, and for I think 80,000 yen, about $800 more, he could probably get one with box and papers, and I think this one didn't have box and papers. So it's interesting. I would, if I really had my heart set on it, I'd be inclined to say, yeah, can you guys send it back to Zenith? I'll wait, and kind of press them. Although, like I said, they would likely have eaten way into their profit margin, and so I can see why they wouldn't want to do that. And you can't quite require them to do that. And so I could see that they would just want to refund the money and sort of take care of it, and then reprice it, factoring in that service. So what did he do? Well, he went to watch number 2. This was another watch on his list, and it is a Seiko. Seiko spring drive, Grand Seiko spring drive, SBGE033. Link in the description. And it's a GMT, and it's a limited edition. They made 500, and I think he's got number 200 something. The Striking 10, the Zenith Striking 10, was also a limited edition, 1,969 pieces. So this is, they're both, you know, got that limited edition thing going on for him. And he just got his green dial GMT today, and I gotta say, it's beautiful. It's got a leather strap, a brand new minty leather strap, and a really beautiful green dial. It reminds me, I was telling him, of a sort of a forest theme. You know, the green of the wood, and or the brown of the wood and the trunk of trees, and the green of the leaves. So it sort of reminds me of nature in some way. And it sort of reminds me of the Alpinist in a way, the green dial, and well, I guess the Alpinist really is a watch you'd tromp around in the woods with. It's gorgeous, and he's pretty keen on the green dial, and I gotta say, it is beautiful. I don't know if I could go green dial. I'd like to be out there enough that I could, but I'm pretty conservative in my dial color choices. Black, white, I'm really down with those. You guys know that. And blue, navy blue, even a lighter blue. But other dial colors, I'm not quite sure about it. About them, I have reservations, and I think part of it is that I don't know if that color would grate on me. But he's not using this as his one watch. He's got other watches, and this watch fits in fantastically with what his ideal collection is. And I hope I'm not oversharing, but it's a no date sub, which he has, ceramic sub, and the Zenith chronograph, and the Grand Seiko GMT. So he's got the dive watch, he's got the chronograph, he's got the GMT. Each one has a distinct dial, different dial color, and he's got a range of brands. He's also got a Tudor as well. But those three pieces would be apparently his sort of I guess top tier part of his collection. So it worked out, and he's actually the second viewer that's recently gotten a Seiko. Another viewer got a Prospex dive watch, beautiful Seiko Prospex dive watch. So everybody's getting the Seikos. They're getting the more higher end Seikos. I actually saw another one on the internet today that I've got my eye on, a blue dialed Seiko 5, but we'll see. Maybe I should stop while I'm ahead with this one. Yeah, so it's kind of an interesting journey, and he will apparently revisit the Zenith in the future. I'm gonna roll this video into, with his permission, his unboxing. So enjoy this beautiful SBGE033 GMT. I love GMTs, and this is a minty, beautiful, height of technology Seiko, and it's a cool watch. Very cool. So take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
All right, guys, here it is. Just arrived. Got this envelope with it. Looks like it's got a guarantee. Huh. Well, that's nice. 6-month guarantee. Nice. receipt, I'm sure. Probably. Yeah, that's a receipt. Here it is. Let's open it. I'm hoping that I don't have any problems with it. Wow. Whoa. Look at this fancy paper. Ooh. Just lift it out. Lift it out of here. Premium card. Hey. There you go. Number 256 of 500. That's nice. GS9 Club. Guess I'm in a club now. GS9 Club. Huh. I'll read that later. Manual. Spring drive operating instructions. Cool. Alright. Let's get to the watch. Watch. Come on, watch. Let's go. Alright. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. Here. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, man. Oh, man. What? Look at that. I got some smudges on the crystal there. I'm going to clean those off. Yeah, look at that green. Oh, my God. That is gorgeous. That looks way better than in the pictures. Oh man, the pictures that they had were pretty shitty. They looked almost like a black dial, but oh man, it is definitely green. Look at that. It's going. Not very much because the power reserve is down, but it's going. That spring drive movement. Look at that, number 256 of 500. Strap has never been worn. Look at that. Whew, looks freaking sweet. Alright, well, I'm going to test it over the next 24 hours. Going to just get it running, check the timekeeping. I have 2 days to report any defects to the company, so if there are any, I got to find out soon. So I'm not going to wear this. I'm just gonna leave it running for a couple days and see how it's running, but hopefully there will be no issues like with the Zenith. Oh, look at that green. It's freaking awesome. Alright guys, peace out.
Alright, so we're ready to go to the play area. You're up from your nap, huh? Nap. That's right. So, alright. Thank you. You want to hold that? Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's go.